I chose Strepsirrhini because it's a lesser-known suborder within a well-known order. They're all evolutionarily unique in many ways, hence why I picked them to study. The Strepsirrhini are a suborder of primates which diverged from the haplorhine clade around 57 million years ago. Each has evolved differently to adapt, to survive and reproduce in their modern environments, which are significantly different to that of the adapiform Strepsirrhini. These were distributed across North America, Europe, and Asia, with some spread as far as Tunisia and Egypt, whereas the range of the modern Strepsirrhini covers more of the tropical and subtropical forests and woodlands of Africa, Madagascar, and Southeast Asia. The first of the superfamily are the Lemuridae. This includes 5 different families. 3 of the 5 families are nocturnal, the Indriidae are highly arboreal, and the Lemuridae slightly so, and even with the similarities, they're each unique. The ii, for example, have elongated fingers used for detecting the hollow parts of a tree, which is where the grubs hide in, so they can tap forage. Middle finger is used for the foraging due to the fact that it's the thinnest and therefore has the greatest reach. They also have long anterior teeth. The Indriidae includes the largest species in the suborder, this being the Indri, and unlike all other lemuriforms, they've got 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolars, and 3 molars. In contrast, the Chirogalidae are the smallest family, only in size though, as there are 25 species total. They only grow to between 12 and 27 meters long. And unlike other families, they have multiple offspring, usually litters of 2 to 3, hence their 3 nipples. The Lemuridae are the true lemurs and are characterized by their heavy long tails and smaller eyes. The tails are to help with balance when walking along thin branches in trees, and the eyes are as small as they are since they are a diurnal species. The true lemurs also spend more time on the ground compared to other lemuriforms, as they only really go into trees for sleep and for rest. The final member of the superfamily is the Lepidlemuridae. They are unique in the sense that they're the only member to exhibit zygotrophy, which is where they eat their own feces in order to maximize their nutrient intake. In addition, they've adapted powerful hind limbs for vertical climbing. The other superfamily are the Lorisoids. It comprises 2 families, Galligidae and Lorisidae. Galligidae are the bush babies, and the Galligos made of 7 genera. All genera are nocturnal, arboreal, move mostly by quadrupedal walking or leaping, and have a diet consisting of gums, fruits, and insects. The Galligos are adapted to the leaping by having long legs and ankles, and while they share a lot of similarities, they also have their own unique traits. For instance, the greater Galligos, which are vastly sexually dimorphic, as the males are much larger than the females. They have larger ears and longer tails than other galligids, and also create the largest leaf nests of any gallagid. Western dwarf galligos are often found in the dense vegetation of primary forest canopies, and either have sleeping nests for females or only for the visiting male. There are 2 subfamilies within Lorisidae, those being Loricinae, which are the lorises and includes 3 genera, the other being Perodicticinae, which only has 2 genera, these being the potos and aguantibos. Loricinae split from Perodicticinae and Galligidae approximately 40 million years ago. Unlike the Lemuridae and the Galligidae, they have an inability to leap. Often they're found in acacia scrub, montane forests, and peat swamps. Slender lorises are fornivorous, eating lizards and insects, whereas slow lorises are different as they're the only venomous primate. Perodicticinae contains just 2 genera, both nocturnal, but only the potos are arboreal. They both eat fruit and insects, but potos also eat small birds and bats. Potos have a specially designed hand used for grabbing. Their second digit is nearly totally reduced with a strongly developed thumb. Aguantibos are the least well studied of the groups, due to the research in 1960s stopping due to the breakout of the Nigerian Civil War. The Strepsirrhini have become evolutionarily distinct in many ways. Quite a few are visual and are part of the skull of the individuals. For instance, all living Strepsirrhini, except the ii, have a horizontally oriented tooth comb on their lower jaw. They also have distinct nasal structures, which was what the 2 suborders were named after, Strepsirrhini twisted nostrils and Haplorhini simple nostrils, which allows for clear distinction between the 2 suborders. Strepsirrhini also have unique tibial and ankle morphology, as they show an eminence with a single spine as opposed to the intercondylar morphology of the haplorhine primates, which exhibits two spines, medial and lateral. They have also adapted a grooming claw, which is less of a claw and more of a highly modified nail. It is found on the second digit of the foot and is used to remove debris and parasites from the fur and ears of themselves and others.